believe that when people go home at night, they can be better because of the space they occupied that day. We believe that real estate is not simply about the buildings, but it's about the people that occupy them. And we believe that a workplace isn't just their cube or office, but it's a conference area where they collaborate, the cafeteria where they break bread, and the pathway they walk to their next meeting. We believe that it's morally imperative for the state's workplace to evoke the same cultural characteristics that good private sector space helps create. We believe that reshaping state government to be more responsive, efficient, and effective begins with creating environments that proclaim these same values, thus creating a new culture of state government and new sense of community in the state government. We love real estate, but really love helping organizations create a different future for themselves. Real estate can't do that by itself, but it's a significant contributor to the creation of a different culture that yields different outcomes. We've heard you say that you need to save money, reduce costs, increase efficiency and effectiveness. This is good. Today, everybody is trying to reduce cost and increase efficiency and effectiveness, including other state governments. The good news, we can help you achieve this through changing real estate functions. The bad news, too expensive, too inefficient, is not the real problem. Rather, it's a symptom of the problem, and unless you deal with the root cause, you will end up frustrated. We're excited because what we're hearing from you is that you don't just want different real estate. Rather, you want a whole new future for the state government of Tennessee. You want to change the way it functions, its image, the way customers relate to it, the way employees feel about it. More than just an improvement, you want a paradigm shift. So let's talk about a diagnosis for the real problem. Because change involves risk, and because with governments in general there's little reward for success and plenty of punishment for failure, you end up with a culture of fear and lack of change. This is made worse by the rules you have to follow, which tend to isolate state government, people, and methods from private sector input. You're not alone in this. We see this in the private sector as well as in governments. What we observe generally in state governments, and from what we've heard from you, is that your space, your systems, your methods, these were put in place 25 to 40 years ago, and you've had a difficult time keeping pace with changes that have been happening all around you. A good analogy would be comparing a state-of-the-art 1983 Motorola Dynatec 8000X cell phone to today's iPhone. Don't get us wrong, we believe that you have capable, qualified, well-intended people who are doing the best they can in the space and systems that were put in place 25 years ago or more. We frequently see real estate organizations that are like the Motorola Dynatec. They were designed for one purpose, to provide space at the lowest possible cost. But like the iPhone today, everything is multifunctional. It helps us stay connected, helps us find our way home, keeps track of our exercise, and controls our home entertainment devices, plus 1,000 other things. And real estate organizations today must view their mission to be whatever it takes to help the occupier of the space to be effective. This means giving them space that reflects the way they actually function today and creating environments that further the organization's objectives and strategies. So, if fear and isolation are root causes of inefficiency and ineffectiveness, what can we do to help you change? We can bring you two very important things, control and empowerment. We assume that you believe we're capable and qualified to do the tasks you've outlined in your RFP, or you wouldn't have asked us to be here today. But the bigger question is this, can we help you gain control and provide empowerment? We hope to show you how we will do that. Let's define what we mean, because on the surface, control and empowerment seem like opposites, but both can be provided at the same time. In the same way as the iPhone, we give you real-time info at your fingertips, information that enables you to decide, direct, and approve actions. It's automated and integrated so that it's simple. We take large quantities of data and present it in meaningful and actionable ways, similar to the way a commanding general controls the strategic moves of battle. Also, in the same way the iPhone empowers us, you will be empowered. You and your team will not only have data, but you'll have information and knowledge. You'll have access to our vast array of experiences and benchmarks. Your team will have new technology, training, and new decision-making tools that enable decisions to be made faster and closer to the front lines. Similar to the idea of an army of one, soldiers who are equipped, trained, and empowered to act tactically in the moment. It's not just about helping save money, rather helping you reshape the face of state government. Employees engaged, creative, and collaborative. Workspace encourages innovation, collaboration. and real estate and facilities help lead the way. If you do it right, it affects everything, because the buildings communicate more than we realize. They can either tell our employees that they are second-class citizens and should stay in their cubes and do their job without thinking, or they can tell our employees that they really matter, that their intelligence is valued, that they can collaborate with others and think outside the box, and that we're depending on them. But if the real estate group doesn't function this way, they'll never be able to create a space that encourages others to function this way. We're excited because we see that you get this, and you're apparently willing to face barricades to change, to stare down the elephant of homeostasis and stagnation, to change the way government operates, and to create a new Tennessee.